phase or they
do
won't.
not fuck with people in the music industry or in the scene, in the community. We don't tolerate no bullshit. Because when you come from this subculture that's so small and about back in the day, bring it back to peace, love, unity, and respect, you have this massive billion-dollar industry influx of people from all over. Get a couple bad apples every now and then.
Of course.
And like, honestly, it's almost like a lot of like the OGs feel like their safe space is being invaded right now. So like there's definitely been a zero tolerance for like any type of bullshit, and like we don't have to go too far into it, but it's like people stealing phones, people giving out bunk drugs, people not teaching the aspect of watching after your friends and looking after your friends, buddy system. Like it's not that safe space, unfortunately, that we used to know and love. And I know a lot of people are refusing to let it just be this. And me included and a lot of others are trying to push that safe space mentality again and try and really make a difference with this difficult change that we've been having.
Right. It's kind of crazy too because like the nightlife gets, the club scene and the nightlife gets a bad rep because of all those things. Because it's sort of like it becomes like a hub for all of those things combined. And it's funny because those things individually happen during the daytime, but there's no hub for it, right? It's like somebody wants, a little bag of Coke, they just go, they call
the guy.
Yeah, they like meet up at the park or whatever, nonchalant. They just go back home and whatever, or they save that for the freaking nightlife, right? So it's the nightlife gets a bad rep for that. But what unites everybody, the negative hub was second to the party. The initial party was the DJ, the crowd, the music, the culture, and then like it was like the demons of the culture was like, yo, let's that's
surprise, bitch.
Right, because with a little bit of alcohol, people become they get a little loose.
This nigga look like the guy from Who's the Boss?
Yeah, and so it just sucks because the nightlife gets a bad rep because of all those things. But funny enough, the thing that actually makes the nightlife initially is the beautiful music, the great. Everybody's there to have a good time. Like it's
so
all
freeing.
Everybody's there to just have a good time. I don't know how else to put it other than that. It's a hub. There's the core hub.
Here, I'll put it like this for you.
Positive energy.
Something about doing 50,000 steps with a mimosa in your hand with all your homies and your favorite people while your favorite artist plays your favorite fucking song.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And you're standing on a platform perfectly sloshed, hands up in the air with all your new best friends. You don't know any of these people. And you've been dancing with them all night.
Yeah. Nobody said
can't
a word
feel your
to each
legs.
other.
But you still going, keeping it
going.
going.
That they all can't feel their legs either.
The sun is just creeping out of the sky. You could just see each other. Everyone's hair is just sweating.
Yeah.
Just pit stains and stuff.
If you're like me, there's no hair on that. It's just straight sweating. You skip the hair, you go right to the sweat. Yeah, you just go right to the sweat. So
it is something so beautiful and so surreal, and there's a reason it has captivated so many people because it might be just music, it might be just dancing, but it's an entire other world and experience and something so above what we can comprehend together that people want to go again and again. And not only are they going again and again, fortunately and unfortunately, they are investing every single dime they have to be at these shows because it's such an amazing experience. It's not even the FOMO aspect that they're gonna miss it. It's they need it for like mental therapy and physical therapy to like just get that getaway and dance with strangers and just vibe and enjoy. And
people would be surprised how many other folks are there awake at 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning that just finished working an 80-hour work week.
Shout out to my people in Miami. No one works in Miami, and we're thriving.
So we put in 0 hours.
We don't work. We just disco. We put in like 24 hours on the clock daily. Bro, literally Clubspace during Miami Music Week was open for probably I think a week and a half straight.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
they would close for like a few hours, like an hour or
Just
two
to
a
fucking
night to
clean up
clean
the
up,
bathrooms.
literally, and reset. I'm not even joking. Do a shift swap, but like their closing party was 48 hours long. So it started literally on a Sunday night at like 11 p.m. and it ended on a Tuesday at like 9 p.m.
Wow. And then that
Yeah, that was
they closed for a few hours.
and then they opened up on Friday and they
Yeah.
were running again.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I've seen a few of the folks.
Shout out Clubspace, I love y'all.
Bro, I've been there a couple times thanks to this guy. Yeah, it's fantastic spot. Yeah, no, that's that to run a club like that. I don't even know what to say about that because man, that's the side hustle mentality in me is like, yo, like what if like I saved up money and I, opened up a club, probably even got a, alcohol license or whatever, because there's money to be made there, but even if it's successful, man, that's a lot of work, bro. That is a lot of work that I don't think I'm up for, especially when like a third of the job is dealing with alcoholics that are just making your job even harder.
I will say, like, speaking from like knowing a lot of people in the like nightlife and just like club owners and whatnot, like it's a rough gig. Because again, just like my business, it's no one's gonna do it like you
Just
are.
being
So
the DJ at the spot is already hard enough. It's a little
you gotta run all these bartenders. You gotta be liability and responsible for thousands of people depending on the size of your venue.
Yeah.
And like just speaking on Clubspace behalf, like their security team is great. They have like guys on deck like everywhere. Like they mainly their management team is beyond phenomenal. Like the guys that work there, like Lucas, Coloma, all those guys like that really take space and make it more than an experience. And there's a reason people are talking about Clubspace more than ever. It's been open for decades, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a reason it's coming back bigger than ever because they're really trying to push boundaries, push artists like 250 events.
Yeah.
Most of those events were made from the Link Miami Rebels, which is Clubspace, Floyd, Factory Town, all those guys. And bringing that aspect of that love for people, the music, the culture back in these years, like it's rare to get that. And we're getting those vibes and that energy and we're teaching people the values in this safe space, and it's rare that we have that. So the fact that we have Clubspace and that team pushing so hard to make sure our safe space is protected, it's very much appreciated.
Yeah.